What up, you guys? Happy Wednesday. I hope this week is treating you well so far. I have had a day off and it's been really nice. I've just sort of meandered. I went to the grocery store. I'm going to be cooking a steak. I had, I snacked on some Parmesan and challah bread earlier and some tapenade, and I'm feeling alive. I'm feeling good. So yeah, we are here for our extended message from this morning from Instagram. You should go follow me there. It's Liz_Taylor_Magick, Magic with a CK, like this channel. And yeah, so on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I write about these posts early in the day, and then that's when we come on and talk about them later in more detail. Yeah, while we're at it, like this video if you have been enjoying my content, and please subscribe to my channel. Join us. You can hit the bell for notifications of when I post, since it's kind of sporadic depending on my schedule. And comment, share, save it into a playlist. Any little thing that you do, like actions that you take on this video, help me grow the channel and spread the message. So I can't do it without you. I can show up every day and make content, but it's actually your participation that gets the channel out there. So thank you very much for your support. And check out the description box below. As always, there are extra keynotes from the video and additional thoughts, usually links to some of the decks or books that I might talk about. And if you want to support my channel and my work, you can follow my PayPal link and donate if you wish. Okay, let's get started. So for the middle of the week, we pulled purity, faith, and intention. And those are all from the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. And then underneath that, from the tarot, from the Whimsical Moments Tarot, we've got Knight of Wands, followed by Ten of Swords, followed by Four of Pentacles, followed by Page of Swords, followed by Knight of Swords, finished with Three of Swords. Okay, let's talk about this. So I feel that after having there's so much. The Cancer moon has prompted so much purging. And we've been just offloading so much baggage, and so many insights and revelations and epiphanies have been coming up, and we've had these moments of healing and just liberation, and it's been amazing. It's also just been like emotional, tiring, exhausting, exhilarating, exciting. It's been every emotion. It's been every emotion. And so as we've been purifying ourselves from all of the old toxic belief systems, the old toxic stored emotions that we hadn't properly processed or transmuted, that had just been stored within us, that it's been stored within us, and it's been creating resistance, and it's been creating chaos and tension in our body, right? And tension in our heart. There is wording in the write-up today, I suggest reading it, about this idea of the heart having been through so much trauma, so much stress, that it's actually been like knotted up with stress and tension. And sort of surrendering to these moments of emotional purging, although it is painful and uncomfortable to revisit those memories, it's like the kneading against that tension that needs to happen to release all of that built up tightness, that built up tension. It's like massaging the heart. It's kind of breaking it open gently in little increments, breaking it back open to let all of this venom out. You know, at the beginning of the week or at the end of last week, maybe it was, we had the archetypal card venom come up. Oh, it was at the beginning of last week. And so we have been, for the last couple of weeks, you know, even since, you know, since the Cancer new moon, just like purging all of these old stagnant energies and emotions. Things have been moving and shaking in our life because we have been moving all of this energy inside of us. So there might have been events that have prompted catalysts of awakening within us. Maybe we've had some unpleasant, Page of Swords, maybe we've had some unpleasant messages coming from people that weren't very easy to hear. You know, maybe we've been like kind of splashed in the face by the universe and sort of this is like rude awakening, you know? And we've been facing some of these cold, hard truths that we've been carrying with us for so long, and then re-examining projections that people put on us that were never true to start with. And so we're becoming free of those things. And so it's just taking us the faith and the trust that this is, in fact, the end of a very difficult cycle, a cycle of transformation and this journey of life up until now, where we have thought of we have expected ourselves, because we have not had strong enough boundaries to protect ourselves from the projections and expectations of others. So then we have taken those expectations and we've owned them and we've put them on ourselves, and we've been jumping through hoops to try to please everyone but us. And it's the end of that. And now we're going to be jumping through hoops for our own vision that's really authentic to us and our own needs and dreams, right? Because we're the only ones responsible for making those come true, and we're the only ones that have to stand accountable if we don't make, you know, if we don't use our gifts and fulfill our purpose. We're the only one who has to live in regret if we don't get to live the life that we wanted to, or live the dreams that we wanted to see fulfilled, or at least try our hardest. So right now we have to have it's like after this purification process, we're finally so tired that we can just surrender to the universe and not micromanage and not control and not project our wishes. We can trust. We're so melted down, we're so tired, that we can finally trust that as long as we're deeply and clearly connected with our heart and soul's desire, like really, really connected with that, and we know what that is, and we know that we're looking for that, and we're clear about it, and we feel like we're ready and willing to receive it when it shows up and not push it away, not resist it, and we feel like we deserve it and we are worthy of it. All of those things in alignment, the universe is already on it. It's already trying to send your manifestation your way as soon as you're clear about what you want, and as soon as the desire just hits that activation button to the universe, it's a go. The package is already on the way. Whether or not you can receive it is going to be based on those other things that we said: your readiness, your willingness, your sense of worthiness or deservingness, right? And so if the desire is there and you're clear about that and all of those other things in line, then you're set up to actually receive your manifestation. And when it shows up, you'll actually have vibrational resonance, right? And alignment with it, and authentic alignment, because it's who you authentically were in your heart when you asked for it, right? So now that we've offloaded so much that was sucking our energy, sucking our focus, sucking our magnetism down, now we are sort of reboosting our manifestation engine, our magnetism, our faith. With faith, we're deciding and choosing to use faith. And this is exercising our sense of certainty. And certainty, what that is, it's the kind of peace and serenity and fulfillment that you have when you understand that one way or another, the light is on it and it will deliver. There may be things that have to move and twist and turn, and things might have to adjust, and like the exact conditions around what you want to call in may not be exactly what you think they're going to look like or show up exactly the same timing or way you think, but one way or another, the universe always delivers. And so that is the certainty, and that gives you the peace to relax, to surrender and allow, and just enjoy the moment as it is in this moment without being in resistance. It's about finding that power in the present moment and not being anxious about the future and not being regretful in the past, about the past. It's like the present moment is divine love. That is source. That is the wholeness and the fullness. It's all available in the present moment. And so in order to be fully with the present moment and receive the love of divine, we just have to accept where we are in the moment and be at peace with it, right? And allow and do the things that we can to make the changes that we want to do in our life. Show up, commit, follow through, be consistent, be persistent, but otherwise just relax and allow. Allow the pieces to fall into place. Allow the transformation to do its work and trust that it is doing its work. Your job is to get clear on your intentions and stoke the passions of your desire for that intention, and then align your mindset, the energy, your heart and soul and passion that you're putting in it, your imagination, put all of those things in the direction of where your heart and soul are leading you, okay? And so then so Ten of Swords is unpleasant, but it's the end of a difficult cycle, right? So this is like, oh my God, I can't go any further. I'm so tired. There must be a change. There's got to be another way. And there is, and it's coming, and it's starting. It's just that we have to let go of our white-knuckled grip on our illusion of control, on our small idea about what we think is possible for ourselves. Do you see how in this card, I noticed this later after I did the write-up, that this woman is standing on the other side of a gate, and she's holding her dream life in her hand, but it's small. And it is definitely, it matches. See the gate that she's standing in front of? It's almost like she's facing the real house, the life-size house version that she's holding in her hand. But because she's got such a grip on her idea of what's possible, that it's so small that it's locking her out of actually entering into living in the real life version of what she imagines for herself. So what we need to do is, as we need to focus on our intent on building our security and our stability, but also knowing that it is our inner security and stability that begins to grow our outer world as well. And it is that feeling of stability and security in the light that allows us the trust to relax and to open our death grip to receive, right? If we are in a state of anxiety and control, that is a vibration of lack and doubt and scarcity, and it's not going to call in what you want. So yes, it's about letting go. It's about relaxing into this moment. It's about allowing. And yes, the Page of Swords has come, and the Knight of Swords is here. The Three of Swords is at the bottom. I just really feel that, yes, there may have been some painful truths that we have come to terms with recently. Painful truths that we have realized, maybe unpleasant messages or things that people have said that have kind of like struck us, and it was difficult to hear, but these are good. This is good. This has given us the clarity that we need to move on from the pain and the heartache that we've been carrying around with us, and finally be free to reach for this embodiment of this higher self version of our life, this up-leveled version of our life, right? And it's worth every effort to get there, right? The Knight of Swords is very fast moving. They can be a little blunt, but they know what needs to be done. They can see it and they're on it. They're so quick. And I think that this Ten of Swords clearing up here, this faith, this purity, it's like it's opening up so much more mental landscape and so much more possibility and so much more mental and emotional bandwidth to take on the challenges that lay before us, because we're not being dragged down by the weight of all of the sorrow and the sadness and the disappointment and confusion and bewilderment and disillusionment of the past, right? We're just letting it go. Now, also, I will point out that as you are offloading all of this, like, the stuff that's kept you in a funk, Knight of Wands, you're gonna have a resurgence of mojo. And so the purity here is like also talking about, as you're so pumped up and motivated and inspired, be sure to remain pure of intention as you're getting focused on your intention. And what I mean by that is, put your desire out there and get clear on, like, you know, your plan of action and all that stuff. But as far as your intention, you want to like surrender your idea of the specifics to the universe, right? Don't micromanage, don't force. Also, you have to relax with people and not be approaching every situation with hidden intentions or motives. It's off-putting. So just relax, be authentic. The pieces will fall into place. You'll meet the people that you need to meet. But have you ever met someone who's just like 100% in like networking mode, and it's never like, you never feel like you're just relaxed and having a conversation? It's like the people that you meet, it'll be natural, and so don't try to force that too much. Like there were so many layers of being pure of intentions with this. In dating, right? It's like having pure intentions is sort of like, it's layered there too. It's like being honest with yourself about what you're looking for, and then like holding true to that. Being authentic about it when you're out there with others, but also not forcing what you want on other people, honoring their desires and their journey and their process, and their own free will as well. So being pure of intention is like staying all 100% in your lane, worrying about your own vibration, your own intentions and goals and the essence of them, and the specifics are left up to the universe. That way everyone's free will is honored, and everyone's paths are honored, and the universe's plan for everyone and the highest good of all are considered when the pieces and parts are being moved around. Because, for instance, if you're praying so hard for like this job that was never really meant for you, it was meant for somebody else, and you get that job just out of your force of will, it's not going to be satisfying because it was never meant for you, and it's going to be chaotic, and it's going to be a terrible fit for you. Whereas if you would have left alone, they would have had a great experience, and your thing probably would have come in the meantime, or something more in alignment for you that would have been super fulfilling. Let's see. Oh, also in the dating world, since our mojos are being kind of given a resurgence, just be careful not to be too much of a Knight of Wands, who is the player out there, kind of like, out scaring up tail right and left. So just be careful there, because the more people that you are intermingling with, the more energies that you are attaching yourself to, and their soul correction and their tikkun process is getting like all intermingled into yours. So there is a lot of energetic funk that you have to deal with that's guaranteed. Like STDs are only a possibility, but getting all wrapped up in someone else's energetic spiritual stuff is a guarantee. So take that into consideration before you're out Knight of Wandsing everywhere. The Knight of Wands is like a horny player. In case you're like, I don't know who the Knight of Wands is. So that's like being a horny player. Sometimes the Knight of Wands is just being like super inspired and adventurous, you know, but it's like that adventurous spirit that wants to go out and like to explore and conquer, right? So that can apply to many things, but when you have that sense of industry within you, it also like revs up your sex drive. When you're, you know, not motivated and you are not ambitious and you are apathetic, then your sex drive is low, right? So Knight of Wands is great energy. You want the sex drive up. It's really creative and powerful, magical energy, but you don't want to go wasting it all, and you don't want to be like spreading it out there without good intentions and, you know, haphazard or too willy-nilly. All right, you guys, I'm feeling good. I feel like good things are coming. I feel like we're offloading a lot, and there's been a lot being processed, and now it's just like, hey, you don't have to jump through hoops anymore for everybody else but you. Now it's time to focus on your vision, your dream, getting super authentically connected with yourself and falling in love with your life, and the pieces are going to start falling into place. But right now, the assignment of the day is like trust and surrender, and just allow the purity to wash through you. Washing the slate clean, washing your intentions clean, washing your expectations clean, and try to just start over with pure enthusiasm and excitement and a sense of wonder and play, and just love and passion and joy for life. Hope y'all are hanging in there. Good luck. Tomorrow I will film my predictions, the monthly predictions for the year. So be on the lookout for that, you guys. And don't forget, like this video. All right. Ciao.